Family Leonardo, me Nasila did on multimedia, the CEO voice of Salone. Today I come for talk to now, my family, make una continue to subscribe to our YouTube channel and share to our friends them. As we always try to bring on the latest news what they happen around Salone, whether it be politics or any other news them, what they happen or gossip, what they bring out to live and direct. So please, my family, don't forget to subscribe and share to our friends them. You wanna touch the bell icon so that you don't miss any video we will try for bring out to now. So that's also we want make una don't forget also for subscribe to we TikTok channel on TikTok and also on Facebook or Facebook page or the Voice of Salone or also the on Instagram Voice of Salone. Please family, and don't forget to share. Okay, thank you now. Tata.
Me family, on a good afternoon, on a good morning, or on a good evening. This now on a program again, Salone Cashbox. Me family, today now the 18th of April 2025. April 18, 2025. Me Salone people, today happened for me Good Friday. Happy Good Friday to all of you. You see, Salone people, normally Good Friday, I hope that culture is still being kept. The Salone, we, boy, don't pass 12 o'clock, so we don't beat Judas down. Because I think 12 o'clock, now they beat Judas. We get Boku Judas is them now we country. They like it today. The sellouts sell souls. But you see, sometimes, like with the Christians, if Judas not be sell Jesus not for me die, for we sin them. So it was all part of the plan. However, waiting we know for do, not for glorify or for allow the very Judas they are forget a place in our lives. When Judas sold Jesus, Judas be just playing your part for the rest of mankind, but it was never glorified. We don't be the praising them, but it just help for make we know certain kind people and they exist and let we actually discard them. Unlike Salone, the Judas is them that they go about say they steal one for like we worship them, for make them be like flag bearers. They will sell we country, destroy the reputation of a country. And then they come back. Now they want to Jesus back. Now we are. Salone are a very strange country. And when you talk about these things, people just feel say you have a go at. And they tell them no respect. Oh, the big man, that this, that. But when they cause for make lights not in the corner hospital, beginning they die because lights go blackout. Did they ever say, oh, the big man they cause that? Oh? But when you point out these things, you complain. Look at the Judases then. Look at that. Ibrahim Bangura, we call himself say he study peace and conflict. They're all over the place. People in the glorify him. Look at the rich and country them. We say, oh, I don't know when somebody the tripartite done. I begin my campaign. Somebody with a part of the tripartite. When they tell we say, oh, they don't tell we from the onset say, oh, that electoral reform. But you go into a negotiation. And then we be the colonel, they tell you that say, oh, we want to on. But they tell we say, oh, don't preempt. Where una already know the answer to waiting una did it for. Salone. Look at the Kelfala Bayadem. Imagine we have to cope with all of these things. Look where they're line. And just look at them. You can see the recklessness Look at them. But you see, the problem, not to them. Not to them. I know they blame them. Today I know they blame them tomorrow. Now we the people, hey, we leaders them, now a product of we the people, waiting we believe. But I be a product of we. It show the tribalism. Now a product of we mindset, we thought process. But I be a product of we. Whether you vote for her or you don't vote for her. Now waiting, like it tell you the level of Sierra Leoneans. Some people, today, I want to talk about, again, the international community. And the sad thing they are, some people have been titled today, now, hypocrisy versus the truth. Hypocrisy versus the fact. Hypocrisy versus the reality. This is not a game of the international community. I want to talk about that today. And it goes back to the audio where I do a day or two ago. Salone people where I titled Samura Kamara and Madabio. There were one part where they play games with. They actually kind of like they lie per one part wire, but then two people there. You see, Salone people, the international community, they know where the truth lies. But you see, and they blame them, but even the blame why they blame them, now Lokoma market. People back say Lokoma market, half and half. In other words, jelly. When you go buy jelly, you say you don't want half and half strong or something like half and half soft. Like, you know. Something like that. I look at my market. They blame why they blame them. Now half and half. Because you see, I give you an example one day where I say, me as an Arsenal fan, where we beat Real Madrid, sober, and then they are. When we be compete for the Premiership, and Mo Salah was one of the most, well, I believe he's one of like, or if not the most prolific player right now in the Premier League. Where will be they challenge them? I mean, you hope say, not to say I hate him as a person, but it's just that competitive mindset. Not to say I will make him injured for the rest of his career because I didn't which now and by that. But I mean, pray to God for make Mo Salah injured. So Liverpool and powerhouse could be weakened a little bit. That's the competitive nature of me. Not to say like I want to make a career ahead though. But I for make it like the way Saka be go like 2 months, 3 months. Me say will make it happen to Liverpool. So it go affect them. That's just the competitive nature. Salone people. So if evil self about make, there is no way as an individual like I want to make it destroy career for the rest of your life. No. This is the same thing where the international community, that they can't wait any way they go out and play games with we. Because they know the power of Africa. So what they're doing now for actually keep we like they want to cripple we the chance. They know the power of Africa. Some people I am not kidding. You see, everything where I talk about economically, Salone people, I live the life. That's what I do for living. That's what I do. You see, Salone people, it is what they want to do now for keep we, now for cripple we, because you listen to everybody in the finance world now, the entire finance world, they know Africa is the next big thing. But when that big thing they go ever happen, now we don't know. But they all they talk and say Africa is the next big thing. Africa is the next big thing. But how? When? Salone people waiting they do happen so na Salone, na pure display of hypocrisy. But the truth, day before the eye. It day before the mama ode. These moral guarantors. But the reason why, hey, when somebody hypocrite, now for me you call them out. When somebody they be hypocrite, now for me you call them out, say, I know your game when you they play. But waiting they happen, the people them wait for call out the white people them, the hypocrisy game, the very APC, because SLPP they love the hypocrisy, because look, Salone people them, Salone will ever better in this fake peace. Now fake peace. There's somebody be the talk today. Now fake peace. For say, oh, like let we just left and so let we move on. It is fake because you know why? When investors, people will get interest in Africa, when they want to forgo Africa, they not just they look at the fake peace, they not just they look at the surface for see say, oh, the international community, they go see say elections, madam you don't win election, no, but they just say let we move on. That is fake. When people do their due diligence, then they look at beyond the surface. They dig deep. That is fake. So when me want to go invest, I need to look at like the Pantap number waiting the international community do. I look beyond that. Waiting like you know the way when it comes to so waiting go kind of like spark something that country dey. And for make election and conduct them, results no day. That is a recipe for disaster. This is the reason why people are like that, Ibrahim Bangura, them, not for encourage them when they say they study peace and conflict. Just like how now be they frown at David Francis for saying he study peace and conflict. But if they cause the team them, the bad thing them for happen in the country, that's so back on for frown at this Ibrahim Bangura guy. So Salone people, when people drill into Salone, they not just they look at the Pantap for say, oh, the US ambassador, Ambassador Hunt, go say, let we just move on. And they talk about saying results not there. But let we just move on. The people look beyond that. They look deep and say, no, this, they can't consider, we need to go operate today. They look at the police, how did they operate? Go lock this Babadi guy and Wadi Williams. Lock them up. And then I listen to idiots waiting Joseph son, no nonsense. Big fool guy. Big fool idiot. When they talk rubbish, say, oh, the way the guy they talk, yeah, they'll go arrest them back because he attack person in personality. Can you imagine the stupidity? Can you imagine? You see, Salone people look beyond that fake peace, the fake peace. What is going on here, Salone? Then clearly they lie for either Samura Kamara or Madabio. But the thing is, when they lie, if they lie for Samura Kamara, that's a very dangerous game to even their existence. It's an existential risk to them, the international community. Because one of the biggest things them right now, where they affect the international community, these Western countries, now immigration. One of the biggest things in immigration. Now they affect them big time. And what's the lead to this immigration? It is because people are looking for greener pastures. People are searching for better life. Economic migrants. Because they say they can't give them, they fail them. And mostly in Africans. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Why should I? Because everybody, when a human being, we all want to be successful in life. We all. But waiting to God. Una they render the people them poor, but una want make them still then they country them. They are all moving. We only see the way the West they right now. Everywhere. People are frowning at them. Big time. They're frowning at these people. Then they frown at the governments them. Mostly, like if you look at even the Donald Trump, the reason why they win election in America, it is because people are frowning at immigration. People don't tire with that. that status quo of politics. Everywhere. You look at France, the right wing them. There is a the emergence of like the right wings, like look at the UK, like this far right party, Nigel Farage, and all 1988. Look at Germany. It is because people are tired of this political class them when they deal with immigration. But people want a better life. And the sad thing is, these very African governments them, the immigration way the Canadian country they are, not dirty box immigration. They're not kind of like, well-placed immigrants. They are not like educated immigrants, most of them. Now, dirty box immigrant. I mean, and you don't blame them because these are very, very clever people now, but because of the way when the governments they are rendered them, this is why they are like this. This is why they're like this. Destroying them. So, in a way, that the dirty box immigrants them, migration, now they happen in the world. Now they move to the country they are. The dirty box one them. Because these people are desperate for making a life. These young people, they're desperate. Look at the way they cross their boats there. Look at the way. But these very people are not educated. Because the governments them in Africa, they fail them. Woefully. These are very clever people. Some of them guys, they are will not go to school. I mean, they listen to one gentleman. When they send we loyalist group. That Monday. With the man they talk, like I think he was responding to me, or I do before yesterday about like the game way international community they play with me. The man you could not say since in no go school, the way they talk, but when the man they talk, you did not say this now very, very clever man. I shook my head. I was like, oh my God, this is how governments and they fail talents them in that country. Geniuses them. How government they fail them. But you see, Salone people, the West not even understand, or they understand. So this is the thing. In as much as then they destroy with government system and structure in our country, then now double whammy problem. Now they put power because then they destroy with governments them. Then they don't want to make we actually move to the country them. So they want to keep we in abject poverty and destruction. Come on. Come on. Some people, this is something we need to fight. People when they laugh at electoral justice, I can wonder, you get educated fools. People when go cook and pass, go to university, go study, they go and cook and pass. No substance to their education. None. None. Electoral justice, you laugh at it. Like, this is the reason, like, people like Kelfala I always say, like, they study economics. They be finance minister. No wonder makes Salone ever better in the hands of these idiots. Because they don't know the crux. They don't know the root. Who say the better one lie. They don't know. They ain't got clue. Because if you really know, you for know the foundation of the problem. Some people, the hypocrisy and the fact. This not on nothing here. Now big time hypocrisy. Now in there playing a Salone. The international community. Because they know the fact. They know the fact. Look why they listen to Babadi na AYV. When they talk say, they invited us. Whether they will tell me whether they say yes or no. But rather what they do, they locked us up for 10 days. For 10 days. You see, when you look at people like Aneskoma, it gives you a flashback. A flashback. Imagine Cherry Coco, after Cherry Coco go na ECOWAS parliament, he run away there, outside, then they talk. You see, some people, this was a grand plan. A grand plan. Some people, if you observe we, don't they follow we. For the last 7 years or so, waiting we don't stand on now the principle of democracy, good governance, where they bring about wealth. Now the thing I know we don't ever stand on. Hey, whether we go at Aneskoma or Samura Kamara, now the fact that we will always stand on the principle of democracy. If today we have a go at Samura Kamara, no say Samura Kamara one sway from the reality. Salone people, how with all waiting Cheikoko do. Cheikoko as me personally, now me send them the invoice of like the motorcar where they buy from Mohammed City Tunis. Now me send them. Imagine you the campaign, you don't use them for knock your opposition down. You the campaign. Now me send them personally. Cheikoko not once he ever talk about that thing. Not once. But yet still with all of that, Salone people, now they Aneskoma, after they choose Cheikoko, now I say, oh, I don't know what you be the worry for. Basically, try for tell we say, you do not get nothing for wrong. You don't do anything wrong. Even Aneskoma, there was once where he tweet and say, Parliament are working in cahoots with governments them for destroy democracy in Africa. He tweeted that. Maybe I will go for now. But with all that, and then you see the display of Cheikoko, you still say, oh, I don't know what you be the worry for this thing that you been getting all this while. Salone people, you see the hypocrisy of the international community. They love it. But we were for identify that that hypocritical nature of them and like you know shame them, shout at them and say, no, you cannot do this to Africa. Now we back them. Only selected few, the voices they need to come out so loudly. Very few, and they make noise about it. Very few. And this is the reason why the fight is difficult. This is the reason why. Because, like, you cannot be able to fight. Excuse me, sorry, Salone people, I really struggle with a fever. You cannot be able to, like, imagine, like, somebody then go lock you in a hole. Your voice not better. Now so you go die. Then they suppress you because your voice need to come out too much. You they cry for help. If you get loud voice, somebody go hear you somewhere and save you. But if your voice need to come out too much, no. Nothing will happen. You go scream and die inside it. And this is what, like, I make APC people, if una serious, una for one after these idiots, then they make this thing very, very slow. The hypocrisy. Because the facts are there. The facts are there. It's either the international community, they tell Samura Kamara, don't be saying things, don't say much, just keep it this way. We are doing something. Because for me, if the international community, I know how it's man and they work. Then they kill you, then they smile to you, then they fan you, from a breeze blow you. They could well be playing that game with Madabio. And I want to believe that's the best game for play, because democracy cannot be destroyed like this. It cannot. They could be playing games with Samura Kamara. But when that game, if they play game with Samura Kamara, then it means they're playing games with democracy. It means they don't love Africa. They don't want to see us unite. All they want us to do, keep on killing one another, top ranking. Look, Salone people, if we be serious, when we they sing such song them against these people, then they afraid we. With man not like somebody we don't think in plan. They don't like it. when you wake up. The very APC wait for them make them, we don't expose them. So no, we know on a plan. These are the very people and back we tell and say, let we move on to 2028. Destroying, empowering, emboldening the hypocrisy, the hypocritical stance, position of these people, this West. And it works to Madabio's favor. And unfortunately, Madabio is selfish. The SLPP are selfish. They don't care. Even though, as a result of that position and stance, now it make the country they suffer. So, like IMF they cancel money, the World Bank they cancel money, MCC no they give them money. It's because of that. If only then guy they have bigger integrity, but no, because they're not above the organic wealth of Salone, the natural thing where Salone gets. They're not above them. Then are the loopholes like, you know, drugs and all that thing, and they're in the abopan. But some people wanna make no mistake. If the West realistically, really not hypocrite, with what it matter be do so, for making hold on to somebody where Netherlands and Belgium they look for, keep on in country, at least them for don't find like this easy way for democracy. For thrive and say, no, we're going to fight for democracy. Therefore, don't find a way. But these guys, I believe they love seeing Africa in this disarray. This is not easy. And if we voices them, imagine that Sofian Kaloko guy, America. Imagine if this guy be the go organized chairman for APC. That guy now the UK, Simeon Bangura, but also these guys they organize rally for call on these people and say, look at the way you're destroying democracy in Salone. But rather, what he do? This Sofian Kaloko guy, not only they go now say one stand for flag bearer for 2028. Yes, these are the guys them where we they clap for. How we go clap for these people? Yeah, man. Seattle, this is sad. It's pathetic. Sometimes, you know, it's unimaginable. You just the way that they treat Salone people and the stupidity, it's kind of like perennial. It's soaked in the system. It's like I say we're comfortable in this mess. No, we should not accept it. This is now big time hypocrisy. And the truth there before we. A lie before we. The truth lie before we. The game na hypocrisy versus truth. Versus the truth. Are we going to allow the truth for die and hypocrisy take hold of Salone? Why? Some people, just the thought of us condoning these things. Some people, it is costly to us. It is costly. They would not trust us. That in itself, they kill confidence. And Salone will go better anytime soon. No, we don't go better anytime soon. These are critical things them where for save Salone. The West know too well that when they do that thing there, they cause tension in Africa and people would want to move. And they know say these movements they cause issue even within their political structures. But why did they allow this thing then for go on in Africa? Why? Some people that get a good day, a good Friday. Judas say, go beat Tanzania, go bury and tomorrow. When are we going to bury these idiots that are destroying the life of people in that country? When? Some people are left in peace. I get a good day. This now on the program. Salone Cashbox. And God bless you now. Natata.